Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? How is everybody doing? Sheesh. What a busy day in the nation. What a busy day in the league, man. Um, Bro, it's a lot to touch up on, and I'm gonna get right into it. But look, shout out to everybody who's already in here. We got Renato in here. We got Cruz, Ben Bad, Joshua, Thor, always pulling up. EJ was good. Anthony, my boy, he says he's finna eat and watch with the nation, man. I love that. Shout out to Omar. We got Swim Raider, Sikkim Raider. Look, man, a lot of stuff happening around the nation. I'm going to go top to bottom in order how it happened. Let's start off with what happened in the morning, and that was, man, I didn't even wake up yet. And the Raiders were already making move to make money for that cap that we need oh so very much. So let's start off with it, man. Colton Miller, Kenyon Drake, both of them restructuring. Both of them combined, I believe, give us just under $15 million in cap. Colton Miller saves us 11.2. Kenyon Drake saves us 3.3 million. But something to look at with Kenyon Drake and his deal. Kenyon Drake, his is a little bit different because he's only on the roster until this season, but we will pay Kenyon Drake for 4 more years after this season. And I know you guys may hear that and be like, what the fuck? We're paying Kenyon Drake for 4 more years. Yes, we are paying Kenyon Drake for 4 more years. So look, the way it was structured, we saved $3.3 million with Kenyon Drake. But another thing that happened is that with Kenyon Drake, him being here and restructuring, this is what we had to do. He's only getting 3.3 this year, or he saved us 3.3 this year. Next year, he's making 4.4. He's not on the roster. And for 3 years after that, down the line, for 3 more years, we have to pay freaking Kenyon Drake $1.1 million per year. So for 4 years, we won't get any play out of Kenyon Drake, but he still will get paid from the Raiders. So that's something to look into with Kenyon Drake. But shout out to both of those guys being team players, saving us some bread. It was much, much needed. It was very, very much needed. That move alone with those two guys put us at just above $35 million. So I believe right now we're sitting at around 36 mil, and it's lovely. I'm loving that because guess what? We made some other moves, but before I get into the heartbreak of what happened with Khalil Mack, we got to talk about this as well. We got to talk about this. The Las Vegas Raiders decided to not put a restricted free agent tag on our undrafted pride and joy, Alec Ingold, man. It's looking like he won't come back. I'm not sure why. I think that maybe Ziegler and McDaniels are a little too worried about his injury. Personally, I'm not worried about Alec Ingold's injury, but it did kind of look like a goodbye message on his Instagram. Personally, I am very, very sad about that, man. Alec Ingold, this is a dude. I mean, at the end of the day, he represents what's being a Raider, man. He really does. He puts his head down. He goes to work. He doesn't care. He's a nasty guy. He does the dirty work, bro. I love Alec Ingold. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Most definitely. I hope you can find your way back on this roster, but it definitely did sound like a goodbye for now when it comes to Alec Ingold. Definitely did not see that one coming. It was very easy for the Raiders to just go ahead and put a restricted free agent tender on him. We didn't decide to do that, so it's looking like he's a unrestricted free agent going into the new year. Very sad in my opinion. I love that guy. He's a great player. Wish he could have stayed for longer, but it is what it is. Now, the news that came out after that hurt my heart even more. We already went through this. We already went through this heartbreak with this player, man, and that's Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack, we thought that he may retire as a Chicago Bear, or if anything, he was going to come back, sign a one-day deal with the Raiders, and retire as a Raider. But it's tough, man. The Chargers were able to land star, All-Pro, Defensive Player of the Year, everything. Khalil Mack, just with a second-round pick and a sixth-round pick in 2023. Definitely sucks. Did not want this to happen. Didn't even think this was going to happen. I honestly didn't think that Chicago was shipping or shopping around this man, Khalil Mack. They only saved $6 million in cap by trading away Khalil Mack. This is something that I just could not believe. I was very, very sad. I was very heartbroken. It's not something that I ever thought was going to happen, man. And, it just sucks even more. I know he probably didn't have much control on where he went, but going to a divisional rival, it makes me want to punch this man in his face, man. It makes me want to punch this man in his face. And look, I know a lot of people may be a little bit down on Khalil Mack. Some people may say, well, he hasn't done nothing. He hasn't had this much success with Chicago. He's an injury prone guy. He's at that stage in his career. He's 31 years old. Here's what I will say. Brandon Staley, the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, Mack had his best year under Brandon Staley with the Chicago Bears. Many of you guys may not know, but Brandon Staley was in Chicago when Khalil Mack finished number 2 in Defensive Player of the Year voting back in 2019, I believe it was. So, look, you guys, Mack to LA, it sucks, and it sucks a lot, man. Having to face Joey Bosa, having to face Khalil Mack, having to face Derwin James and all the other stars that's on that team, it's very, very tough. It's very, very tough, man. And I see Jesus right here. He said it, man. Chicago's still paying $23 million. They're still paying $23 million for that. Definitely did not see that happening. Me personally, man, it sucks. It really, really sucks, man, that we have to face Khalil Mack. Didn't I just didn't think that was happening, man. I just did not think that was happening at all. So, I mean, it is what it is. In my opinion, this is another situation where it puts the Raiders in perspective. It puts us into a spot where, okay, other teams are making moves. We got to put our head down and work. I said this a lot yesterday. With Russell Wilson being our division, that's fine. They can get better, but we need to as well. With these trades happening, man, a lot of players are getting shipped around. Teams are looking at the example that the Los Angeles Rams are setting and using draft capital as currency instead of something that they just want to go out and get young guys on with contracts. So people are really, really just looking at these kinds of things and they're like, hey, what's a draft pick, bro? It doesn't mean nothing to me. We don't know if these guys are going to pan out. And I was saying this the other day. Draft capital at this point in the NFL is just another piece of currency. That's all it is. That's all it freaking is, bro. But listen, man, Khalil Mack coming in, being a Los Angeles Charger, that is disgusting. It is disgusting. I hope we sweep the Chargers, but at the end of the day, you guys, there's 2 ways that you can look at this. You can sit back and watch teams in front of you get better, or you can do what you need to do to put yourself in a competitive role so that you can beat those teams and prove why you're a damn good football team and prove why the hell this AFC West division is the best division in football, bro. So listen, you guys. That's all we need to be looking forward. That's what we need to be looking into. We need to look forward. Cool. Khalil Mack is a Charger. It fucking sucks. It breaks a lot of people's hearts, but it happened. What happened with Russell Wilson? Cool. The Broncos got a quarterback. Oh, well. I don't give a shit. We need to get better on all phases of the ball. And with that being said, after Ziegler and McDaniels made that first move in making cap space outside of, just letting go of a debt piece, when after they made the move of Colton Miller and Kenyon Drake, the Raiders went on and made another move. And that was releasing Cory Littleton. But yes, Cory Littleton is saving us $11 million. One thing to remember, this is a post-June designated release. What that means, yes, we save $11 million, but the Raiders do not see that money in their cap space until June 2nd. June 2nd is when the Raiders will see that $11 million from Cory Littleton hit their bank, hit their account, and that's when we'll see that money actually be able to be used. Of course, you can do and manipulate the cap many ways. You can sign guys under contract with that money and all that kind of stuff, but that money technically does not go and does not get put into your account, put into your cap space until the new league year, or until after June and June 2nd. So yes, we saved a lot of money instead of cutting him immediately, but at the end of the day, with releasing him, we do make more money. There is around $4 million in dead money. So we have to look at that as well. But as on top of that, the Raiders don't see that bread until June 2nd. Until June 2nd, the Raiders do not see that bread. So look, I am very, very, very intrigued to see what the Raiders do moving forward. We've seen just about every single team in our division make a move. It is time for us to make a move. Whether that is trading for Brandon Cooks, whether that is calling up Green Bay and asking what their price is for Devontae Adams, whether that's calling the Dallas Cowboys and asking what their price is for Lyle Collins, you need to begin to make your moves now. You need to put your head down and go to work. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. So with the Raiders sitting at $34 million instead of 30 or around $35 million in cap, you need to start doing extensive work on what guys are you going to want to do. What guys are you going to want to bring into this team? What guy will be a silver and black for many years to come? We don't need any more Cory Littleton signings that are here for 2 years, suck ass, and they're on their way out. We don't need any more Carl Nassib contracts that suck ass and we have to restructure. We don't need any more of that. And we need to bring a lot of new players. We need to bring in a group of guys that are in their prime. We can't go out and say, "Oh, we're going to get Casey Hayward for a year, and then we're going to let him walk." We need to be a team that is going to build around a squad of players, preferably Derek Carr, and then you need to move forward that way. Okay? That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. I understand, Colton Miller, shout out to Colton Miller, saving us $11 million. Kenyon Drake saving us $3 million. Cool. That is all nice. But look, every team in your division just about got better. So it's time for you to get better as well. Simple as that. Simple as that. Facts, Andy. Everyone in our division has been trading. I said it once on SC Experience Live. We need to get DK Metcalf at the end of this week. Personally, if you're going and getting DK Metcalf, I really hope that you're getting DK Metcalf to be a number one receiver. I don't think that he's a guy that can week in, week out win you games with him being your number one guy, personally. But look, you guys, every team in our division is getting better. We need to as well. That's what we need to do. Shout out to my guy, Ruben Rust. He said, Saffold and Collins are must-gets. Who would you get to make this defense elite, draft, and free agency? I love this question right here, Ruben Rust. Saffold and Collins, in my opinion, are two pickups that, yes, are must. Because if you get Lyle Collins, you have a great veteran right tackle. If you get a left guard in Roger Saffold, you have a good left guard. He may not be in his peak, but he was a Pro Bowler, I believe, back in 2019 or back in 2020. So he's still playing good football. And that just means that really the only part that you're lacking in is your right guard position with your second-year player in Alex Leatherwood and your second-year starter with Andre James. So look, we need to do that kind of stuff. Dave said, "Is Hayward released?" Dave, I'm not sure if you know, but Casey Hayward was on a 1-year deal. He was free to leave the second the season ended. So, yeah, he's gone. The O-line has to be the number one priority. I agree, but I truly feel like the defense, with all the firepower that teams are getting right now, is the number one priority. Why are we waiting for the last minute to do something? We need to make noise now. Look, Swin, and shout out to my guy Wasted, man. We got wasted vocabulary in here, but look, don't be a prisoner of the moment. It sucks. It sucks that we're seeing Khalil Mack go to the Chargers. It sucks that we're seeing Denver land their quarterback of the future, or their quarterback that they feel like they've all been leading. But personally, the more and more close we get to that free agency window, my personal opinion, I feel like Brandon Cooks is one of my favorite guys that we should go out and get. But the more and more that we approach that free agency window, the more and more the Texans are going to get desperate and may think, hey, we're not going to get an offer for this guy. Let's release him. So, look, yes, it is a good thing to go out and get your guy immediately because you feel like he's yours. Go do it. I would agree with you. If you feel like someone is on the table and you want him right away, I agree. But at the end of the day, we also have to be smart and calculated with the way we do things. We can't just go out there and ask any team in the league, hey, what do you want from this? They answer, you give them. You can't do that. You have to wait. You have to be a good businessman while you're doing that as well, okay? So I understand we want to make some headlines, we want to get a big name, but at the end of the day, I'd much rather try and play the waiting game for Brandon Cooks and get him in free agency and hold on to one of our picks instead of getting him right away and you're taking on his full contract instead of negotiating one of your own as well as giving up a draft pick. So look, we have to do a lot of things. I'm very, very excited with what we have, with what we're gonna do, because this Raiders organization is, I think, right now being put in a position that we haven't been in. We haven't seen the Denver Broncos go out and get their quarterback. We've kind of just been looking at Denver for quite some time now as a team that we can chalk up for 2 victories. So we need to get better, and the best time is now. The best time is now. You got free agency in less than what, 4 days. You got the draft in just over a month. The time is now. If you're going to improve, it's now. And what another thing I will say, shout out to my guy Ray the Tape. I believe he talked about this on his show earlier on. With what the Chargers are doing, you cannot allow the Chargers to get Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is a special talent. He's doing things that nobody has ever done at his height and weight in the history of the game. You cannot allow the Chargers to finish off the offseason getting Khalil Mack, playing on the opposite side of Joey Bosa, having Derwin James in the back end, and plugging in Jordan Davis up front. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to find a way to go out there and improve your roster by also taking away a guy from a player in your division. You have to. Shout out to my guy Jose. He says, I want to go out and get JC Jackson now. I hope we do. I agree. With the amount of money that the teams around us have been spending, with the extension of Mike Williams, with the acquisition of Khalil Mack, I believe they are going to have to pay a little bit more than just $6 million for Khalil Mack against their cap. But with that being said, they have taken quite a bit against their cap in these last 24 hours. You know, with extending Mike Williams and bringing in Khalil Mack, they have taken quite a bit against their cap. So I honestly feel like with JC Jackson being on the market, his number one team probably would have been LA. But at the end of the day, LA would have had to outbid us with the fact that LA has tax. Las Vegas does not have tax. So we can use that to our advantage. Do the Chargers overpay with the fact that they just extended just extended Mike Williams? We'll probably have to extend Keenan Allen. We'll also have to extend Justin Herbert very, very soon. We'll also have to try and renegotiate something around Khalil Mack's contract because it's very, very heavy after this season. So, look, the Chargers have made moves, but at the end of the day, these moves might have just hurt them entering free agency. They may have just kind of, I wouldn't say that they hurt themselves, because at the end of the day, they got a Hall of Famer. They got a Hall of Famer with fucking Khalil Mack. So I wouldn't say they hurt themselves. But look, at the end of the day, with what we're seeing going around in our division, because it's the AFC West that's making noise, we need to improve our roster and we need to get better. There's no way around it at all. No way around it. Now, shout out to my guy Silver and Stock. He says that Mack is declining. Personally, I don't feel like somebody like Mack can truly ever be declining. I felt like we've been saying that about a guy like Von Miller for many, many years now. And just take a look. They've been he's still been dominant every single place he goes. He was a key part in why the Rams were able to go so far. and win the Super Bowl. So look, I truly wouldn't say that he's declining. Do I think that he's the same player he was when he won Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders? No, I don't. But he's still a damn good player, and you still have to game plan for him. If not, he will wreck your game, and he will win you. He would win the other team a game. So yeah, there's a report that they have to eat his $24 million cap hit. The Chicago Bears have to take that on, not the Chargers. A lot of you are going to be really, really disappointed in free agency. Listen, EC, don't be putting that energy in the air, man. Don't be putting that energy in the air. Do not. Do not. Ruben Russ says we have $46 million without cutting good or quit. We're going to have around $60 million. Look, Ruben Russ, what you are not accounting for is the fact that Cory Littleton's money does not come into play until June 2nd. Cory Littleton's money does not hit the Raiders' bank account with their cap space until June 2nd. Yes, we released him today, but his designation of a post-June release doesn't actually give us that money until after June 1st. So we will go into free agency without his money. We can still work around the fact that, teams always work around a lot worse shit in the league. We can for sure work around that and sign more guys with that money before June 1st. But we think, or we have to take into consideration the fact that his money isn't just there immediately. His money is not there the second the free agent market opens up come March 14th. So we have to look at that as well. We have to remember that as well, okay? And shout out to my guy Jose again. He says, Andy, do you think Ziegler and McDaniels took notice of this trade and are planning for something big for us? You know what, Jose? I sure as hell hope so. Me personally, I know that Graf, and who else? Me and Graf at least have been mentioning for quite some time that it's in the best interest to go out and give Dallas a call regarding Lyle Collins. Lyle Collins, when he's fucking healthy, he's a beast. He's a nasty brawler. He is what this team needs, and we need a right tackle. So personally, with Brandon Parker's bum ass finally being off this roster, we really, really, really need to get a way to go out and get a right tackle that can help us going forward. In my opinion, go out, try and ask what the asking price is for Lyle Collins. While you're doing that, also monitor the situation with Roger Saffold. Ask what he wants. Get in contact with his agent, because if you go out and get both of those guys, or if you go out and get one, I believe that your offensive line grows immensely. Your offensive line gains a lot more depth. Your offensive line gains a lot more veteran presence, and it's overall better for your offensive line if you get those two guys, or even just one. Okay, but personally, you need to go out and call up Dallas. I know the Raiders and Dallas probably don't have the greatest relationship, but at the end of the day, listen, we dealt you guys Amari Cooper. What can you guys give? What's your guys' asking price for Lyle Collins? Me personally, you have to do it. OG Fade says, I thought Saffold was a right guard. No, Saffold is a left tackle / left guard. Lyle Collins is he can kind of play both. He can play both. He can play both tackle. He can play both tackle positions. Let's see. We got to start extending more players to free up the cap. It's possible that Max Crosby's extension could be sooner rather than later, due to the fact that we just freed up a lot of money right now with Code Miller and Kenyon Drake, as well as Cory Littleton. So possibly we could see a Max Crosby contract extension sooner than we think. And I swear it needs to be done, because if you extend Max Crosby, you also can gain around $4 million in his cap if you decide to convert that into a signing bonus. So think of that as well. Shout out to Ruben again in the chat. He says Cook, Chark, Renfro, Waller, Carr, Miller, Saffold, James, Leatherwood, Collins, Jacobs, then go defense heavy in the draft. I love it. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if you can do that. But personally, I feel like that is a ton of money onto your onto your offense. I think that if you get Cooks, you may not get Chark. I think that DJ Chark would be the perfect guy to pair up with him. But I think that if you get Cooks, you don't get Chark due to the fact that there's such a big and deep wide receiver class this year in the draft. So I feel like you can get a guy like DJ Chark and maybe like a guy like Justin Ross, similar frame, also guys that are very, very good. So remember that as well. We have to look at that into consideration because we're talking about Cooks taking on his $15 million contract. Chark will probably demand anywhere from $9 to $12 million. So you could be paying for $24 million with just those two guys. So we have to take a look at that as well. So remember that. Let's see. My guy EC says, sure, let's use draft capital for a guy whose hip is not getting better, so we can pay him $15.3 million. Makes roughly 0 cents. Oh, man. EC, we need a right tackle, man. We're getting desperate. We're getting desperate, bro. We're getting desperate. Andy, we miss out on J.C. Jackson. What do you think about a guy like Carlton Davis? In my opinion, Carlton Davis, he's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites due to the fact that he's very, very young. He is a press man corner. He's a guy that fits this system very, very well. So at the end of the day, I would love to see Carlton Davis in this team. I don't think that he'd demand as much money as J.C. Jackson, but at the end of the day, there is that familiarity with J.C. Jackson, as I'm sure that with J.C. Jackson being a UDFA when he came into the league, I'm 100% sure that Ziegler had something to do with that acquisition because he was still at the time a guy that was a college scout, a pro scout, and dealing and putting together a roster or helping to put together a roster for the Patriots. So something to look at. Shout out to Jose again, my guy, bro. I appreciate you, man. He says, I'm confident that Coach Graham and Coach Simmons will have this defense looking top notch. Well, I believe we have about 100 more people in here when I said this. First off, tomorrow, do not miss out. Tomorrow, we will see for the first time Patrick Graham speak as a Las Vegas Raider. Tomorrow, Patrick Graham will address the media for the first time in the silver and black. So if you guys want to hear him, he'll be speaking for the first time. That's something that's very, very interesting and very, very big in my opinion, because I definitely want to hear what he has to say. Saying that we're 2 days away roughly from free agency when he speaks, and just under 50 days away from the draft, and that'll be the first time that he speaks as a Raider. So look into that tomorrow. They should be live when he addresses the media. So look, it's big times for the Raiders right now. It's a time that we need to get better. It's a time that we need to continue to move forward. Don't get caught on all the bullshit that other teams in our division have done. We need to work and go forward as our team. Okay, they got 2 good players. Broncos got a good player. Chargers got a good player. We need to get better our damn selves. So fuck all of that. Get better ourselves. That's what we need to do. How good are all the linebackers that got released? I mean, there's Bobby Wagner. He's probably a Hall of Famer. Who else got released? I know that Cory Littleton got released, but as far as those two, off the top of my head, there's been so much going on. I really don't remember. Yo, was good, Andy? Was good, Rafael? What's up, my man? At least with JC, he takes the ball away at a high level. I agree. JC Jackson's a guy that'll give your offense the ball maybe 5 to 8 more times a year. So JC Jackson, you're not just paying for a guy that can cover, but at the same time, you're paying for a guy that can cover and give the ball back to your offense. So, there's that as well. Bubble Bowden, as projected, he's from Vegas. I would love Bubba Bowden, but at the end of the day, I really like Nick Cross, and I really like one of my favorite safeties, Verone McKinley. But Nick Cross, in my opinion, there's more value in drafting Nick Cross in the 4th or 5th round than there is in taking Verone McKinley in the 2nd or 3rd. So, there is that. We could still cut Nassib, Quit, and Good for more cap space. Well, we can only designate one more guy to be a post-June release. So I believe that if we designate Kwiatkowski, he saves us more money than if we were to designate Nassib. Now, Nassib, you would still make around, I believe, $4 to $5 million, but you do take on more dead cap next year than you would with Kwiatkowski. So I feel like if we are to use our next post June release, it will be like a guy with Kwiatkowski, just because we don't take on as much dead cap. That's what I feel like we'll do. As far as Denzel Good, you can cut him today and you save almost $4.2 million. I believe the exact numbers $4.18 million with Denzel Good. So look into that. Could be happening in the near future. We're talking about an offensive lineman that blew out his knee, played on his knee for another 10 plays, and then decided it was too much. So look for that. Look for that. Shout out to my guy EC. He says, Andy, have you looked into Littleton, Atlanta linebacker, 192 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 picks, and a forced fumble? He's a free agent, projected 3 years, $22 million. Me personally, I like Littleton. He's a guy that or Olukan, whatever. He's a guy that's a damn good tackler. As you can see, almost 200 tackles in the league. Personally, if it's 3 years, 22 and a half, I wouldn't mind that, but I think he actually might make more due to the fact that I think he was the league leader this year in tackles. So definitely an eye to keep, or a guy to keep your eye on. But it's at the end of the day, I think that this league or our division needs more of a guy who's the linebacker that got released from the Titans, or not. He didn't get released, but who's the guy from the Titans that he is a free agent? Let me see. I can pull it up right now. Linebacker from the Titans. He's a damn good coverage guy. Struggles a little bit in against the run, but let me see if I can find it. Um, let's see. Rashawn Evans is also a pretty decent guy. Jayon Brown. Jayon Brown is a linebacker that's pretty damn good. Yeah. So there we go, Sal. Jayon Brown from the Titans. He's a damn good linebacker in coverage. So if you want a coverage linebacker, you can pay Jayon Brown. He's pretty damn good, in my opinion. I would actually like for the Raiders to go out and try and sign both their young guys, because Jayon Brown is only 27, and I believe Rashawn Evans is only 26. So I would really actually like for the Raiders to possibly bring in both. I mean, Rashawn Evans will be able to pick up the slack against the run, and Jayon Brown will be able to pick up the slack against the pass. So I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. Um, Colts might go after Mariota. Dude, I can care less about the Colts. I can care less about the Colts. My guy Aaron says we need Denzel Good. Kind of, but at the end of the day, we just need a full new set of guys that aren't hurt, that aren't coming back off injury. That's what we need. We seen a guy like Alec Ingold probably not come back due to the fact that he was hurt, due to the fact that he was injured, coming off an ACL. So it's very, very sad that we may not see Alec Ingold come back as a Raider. Personally, I don't think it'll happen. I feel like Alec Ingold, he just has no ties to this organization. It definitely sounded like a goodbye. I don't know, man. Alec Ingold not being a Raider is definitely gonna seem weird, bro. Joseph, you cannot get a third round pick for Marcus Mariota. He is not on the roster. Mariota is a free agent. You cannot gain compensation for a guy who is not under contract. Andy, what about the Honey Badger for cheap? It depends on how cheap. Personally, I feel like you just don't get Honey Badger. Just go out and get a guy like Justin Reed, a damn good coverage safety. May not be the best tackler, but he would cover the back end very, 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 very well. So, I mean, it all depends. Alec Ingold will be on the downfall. Shout out to my guy Tavio in the chat, man. I hope that he could find his way back, bro. I hope that he could find his way back. Personally, this new regime has made a lot of great moves. They've made a lot of good things happen so far. Personally, I feel like not putting the restricted tender on Alec Ingold was probably the dumbest shit we could have done. Probably the dumbest shit we could have done. We just let a freaking captain walk out the door. A captain. We're not just talking about a player. We're not just talking about what? We're not talking about a Cory Littleton here. We're talking about a captain of this roster. We're talking about a guy that put everything on the line for this team. And we're letting him walk out the door and letting him test the waters. I don't like that. I don't like that. Victor says we cut Littleton and saved almost 12 million. That's insane. It is, Victor, but I will say that. I will say this. Remember, you guys, with Littleton being released, he is a post-June designated release. We do save $11.7 million, but we do not see that money until June 2nd. June 2nd is when we see that money hit the Raiders' bank account and hit the Raiders' cap space. As of right now, entering the free agent period, he does not give us any money. We don't see that money. Keep remembering that, okay? I'm sure there's a way that we can work around that, but look, we won't see that bread until June 2nd, okay? Remember that, you guys. Remember that. New regime don't care about the previous captains were. In my opinion, I can understand where you're coming from, but I think that that's stupid. I think that if you're a captain on the New York Jets, regardless of what team you're playing for and you are a leader of that team, you should be looked at with a different level of respect. Okay? I don't care if you're a captain of the New York Jets, the New England Patriots, the Las Vegas Raiders, or the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. If you are a guy that you were selected and voted as a captain between 53 other men and staff, you should be regarded as a guy that you would want to keep on the team. Okay? Now, for me, seeing Alec Ingold leave today has to be one of the dumbest things we could have done. I know a lot of you guys may think that, hey, he's a fullback, so it's a dying position in this league. Personally, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I think that you should have kept that man on this roster until it was time to retire. That's what I felt like. Shout out to my guy White Tyson, man. He says Littleton money going to be used to sign draft picks. That's a very, very good way to look at it. That is a very, very good way to look at it, because we don't see that money until after the draft. So there you go. We don't see that money until after the draft. 11 mil is owed, so can't we just go a little bit over the cap if we want? Hey, man. I mean, if I don't want the NFL to have any reason to be on our ass, okay? So I think, I'm good. I don't know. Don't miss Ingold even a little bit. That's messed up, man. You want the players to say, F it, it's all about me. You cut a captain and a beloved player, then ask them to he can restructure, shows no loyalty. Well, we did that with Richie Incognito, and he came back and signed up for vet minimum. I understand that, we didn't get any production out of him because he was fucking hurt, but it's tough. It's tough. Fullbacks aren't worth 2.4 million. Simple as that. I agree, but I mean, I think that there has to be something that we could have done, EC, for him to not go out there and make it seem like the man was saying goodbye. Bro, EC, what he put out there, did that seem like a guy that was coming back to this team? When you see your quarterback in those comments talking about we love you, that don't sound like a fucking welcome back. That sounds like a goodbye. Shout out to my guy Aaron. He says Akeem Hicks is better than any DT we have. I agree. The problem with Akeem Hicks is that he's hurt a lot, and at the end of the day, Akeem Hicks is on the down end of his career. But he would fit this system very well, Aaron. He would fit the system very, very well. Andy, my G, we gonna be straight. So much time left and so many more dominoes to fall. Any thoughts on Landon Collins? Similar to Abram, but does cover a bit better. Yes, Landon Collins, in my opinion, reminds me of a little bit worse Jabril Peppers. And if we're gonna talk about Abram, Landon Collins, you also have to talk about Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers being a free agent, in my opinion, out of those three, Jabril Peppers is the better player. In my opinion as well, Landon Collins is a better player right now than Jonathan Abram. But at the end of the day, would I entertain it? Would I like him to come? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you know, I think that with Abram being here, I do feel like Patrick Graham will want to do a bit to work with Abram before he kind of says, you know what, let's move on immediately. With the nation, with the nation start will the nation start flipping out if we start trading down in the draft? In my opinion, I would absolutely love for the Raiders to trade down in the draft. I believe that you can gain another second, another third round pick, but in my opinion, you only start to trade down if you see Jordan Davis get picked before the Chargers. If you see Jordan Davis begin to slide and begin to get in range to the Chargers, you do not trade back. You do anything in your power to scoop Jordan Davis before the Chargers can get their hands on him. Yeah, that's what we need to do. McCoy's done. Yeah, McCoy is no way. No way we're bringing back Gerald McCoy, Alfonso. No way. No way. No, yeah, there's no way. Chargers, man, listen, hold that block. Ain't no Chargers in here, man. Fuck y'all. Um, Andy, what do you think of going after Bradley Bozeman? I would be lying if I told you who I knew that. If I knew who that was, bro. Andy, what do you think? Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that? Let's see. We have to trade up in the draft to 16 with the Ingolds to steal Davis from him. Personally, I think with the performance that Jordan Davis put on at the combine, I think he's going top 12, top 15. So yeah. Mayock spent good money on Carlson and Cole. Think McDaniels will hold on to them for their entire contract? Probably not. Probably not. Hey, he said blocked his ass real quick, super quick. We don't need none of that bullshit in here, man. You can get out of here real quick. Um, Yeah, we can't let them have Davis, Mack, and Bosa. We got to go get Nwosu. I would love Nwosu. Shout out to my guy Raider Scout, man. I was talking to him about Nwosu. He's honestly not the biggest fan of Nwosu. I still like him though. I still like him though. Chargers fans really coming out of nowhere for the after the trade. You know what it probably is just it's probably Bears fans that see there's no future with Chicago, so they kind of turned into Charger fans, but then they're realizing that there's no Charger fans to rock with. So that's probably all it is. That's probably all it is. Um, let's see. Especially after getting Mac, they cannot get Davis. Absolutely not. We cannot. We cannot let them get Davis. Would you be mad if we got an offensive lineman in the first round? I would be mad if we got an offensive lineman in the first round. I absolutely would be mad. No more rookies on the line. Chargers don't have any fans. They got none. They're fucking negative in fans. Like I don't even think their owner is a Chargers fan. I think their owner is a fucking Raider fan, but he just has the money and couldn't buy out the Raiders. But yeah, look, Bozeman Bozeman is the center slash guard from the Ravens. He is a free agent. He came from Alabama. Personally, I feel like if we're gonna get a guy that can play both positions, go out and get a guy like James Daniels. He's young. He's 24 years old. He played a lot of guard. He played a lot of center, and we can really go out and get a guy like that. He would be the future for the Raiders in terms of the interior of the offensive line. And I would really like the Raiders, if they want to fix the offensive line, to actually go out and put an actual good O-line out there. Don't put some guys that you think that have a good promise and think they have good talent and actually think that they're going to perform well for 18 games. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. What you mean, Andy? You and Wasted always select O line in the first round of your mocks. I think we selected it one, Raider Alex. Get out of here with that, my man. Get out of here with that. Let's see. We're going to have to trade up into the top 15 for Davis. We definitely would. What do you think we do at receiver? I think that you try and go and trade for Brandon Cooks if they are into releasing Brandon Cooks, then allow them to release him. But personally, I feel like there has to be some sort of a market for Brandon Cooks right now. So who knows? Who knows? Um, I'm from LA, Andy. I live in the Valley. The Chargers are hated more than the Clippers, bro. The Chargers fucking suck worldwide. There'll be more Raiders fans with the Mac jersey than Choker fans at SoFi. You're not lying, Rob. You're not lying. Um, let's see. If we trade to 16, we can let the board fall to us and choose whoever falls between Davis, Sauce, and Lloyd. Sauce won't be there. Lloyd won't be there. Or, well, Lloyd may be there at 16 due to the fact that the Broncos now don't hold the ninth pick, and the ninth pick will probably be used on Malik Willis. So maybe he might be there. You might be right on that. You might be right on that. I could see that happening. Who is your favorite cornerback in the draft outside of Sauce Gardner? I would probably have to say it is between. Ooh, I like McCreary, but I also like Stingley Jr. I like them too. I like McCreary a lot though, and I think that he's a guy that could, that he could do some damage. Maybe fall into the 53 overall pick. I don't know. Is it true that Chicago's eating up a large part of Mac's contract? Chicago is basically fucking doing everything for Chargers, bro. Like this is why I did not think that the Chargers or Chicago was even shopping around Mac. You have to pay Mac $24 million, bro. Like, come on, come on. Hey, Mister BMW, you're a bitch. You would never do that to my guy, bro. Fuck you. I like Stingley more than Sauce. I like them both. I like them both. Who's the most underrated player in this year's draft? Underrated player in this year's draft. Probably would have to be out of the linebackers, and I would have to say that it's either Chad Muma or Brian Asamoah. I know you guys hate me because I keep saying that name. Shout out from the 818 Valley, homie. Appreciate you for pulling up, bro. McDuffie is nice too out of Washington. I like him. Mac 81, he used to be. Personally, bro, I hate that excuse because I know every single person in this chat right now would have traded a second round pick for Mac. I know every single one of you guys would trade a second round pick for Mac. I don't like that. I don't like that narrative because this is a team that's going to have to game plan for Khalil Mack. I very, very much so disagree. What BMW say, Tavia? He was talking some shit that he can't back up. He was talking some shit that he can't back up. So we're not even gonna let him talk it in here. So yeah, every time I think of J.C. Jackson, I think of Malcolm Butler, but what he was supposed to be. The guy left the Pats and was ass. Am I tripping? I don't think that he'll be that way. I don't think that he'll be that way. Double up on both those Washington corners. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Yup, without a doubt. Let's go, Nation. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. We are super damn close to 4,000 subscribers. And I know we got over 260 of you guys in here. So if you are new and you do like Redder content, man, we try and bring either a live or a video every single day. Sometimes both, So hey, man, with the free agency period coming up, with the draft coming up, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, because we're bringing a lot of stuff in this channel, all Redder content. We don't do nothing else besides Redder content on this channel, man. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Redder content. Bosa, Mac, or Max, and Yannick. What kind of dumb shit is that? Bosa and Mac every day. Yannick can't play the run for shit. Max is he would have to do everything on his own. Mac and Bosa can do it all. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who are your free agency targets? Personally, my top guys, my top guys are my top guys would be Uchenna Nwosu and J.C. Jackson. Those would be my guys. Those are my guys. What about Bradbury? I would love Bradbury, GC. If he gets cut, I really, really want the Raiders to really take a long, hard look at my guy James Bradbury, because he is a lengthy corner. He is a good corner. He has a lot of success in the scheme with Patrick Graham. I know for a fact Patrick Graham loves James Bradbury, because I did a lot of homework when we got Patrick Graham, and his number one guy that he used to try and erase tight ends, and the number one guy that he actually used to hold Travis Kelce to a 3-catch game was James Bradbury. James Bradbury is very lengthy and tall, so he has a good frame to cover and bracket tight ends. So there's that. There's that. Get Gilmore and Jackson in the secondary, completely bolster that month. Okay, so just give up on Mullen and get 2 guys. I wouldn't be mad at that. But personally, I would like to keep Mullen. Zadarius Smith, he would be a perfect fit. Yeah, I would love Zadarius Smith. He's a guy that can rush the pass. I mean, Zadarius Smith, Max Crosby, that'd be nasty. But at the end of the day, in terms of Zadarius Smith, he's a good player, but I do want somebody that's just a little bit better and dropping in coverage. And I feel like Nwosu is just a little bit better. And Nwosu, I feel, can stop the run just as good. He is a little bit less in terms of the pass rushing side, though. I will give Zadarius Smith that. Yo, Andy, check this out. I think we should trade Waller for the right price, then sign Mike Gesicki, because apparently Waller want bread. Look, Vinny, Mike Gesicki got the franchise tag. Mike Gesicki got the franchise tag. We're not gonna be able to do that. We're not gonna be able to do that. You think we get Jabril Peppers? It's a big chance that we can. You know, we have their former defensive coordinator. I know for a fact that Jabril Peppers has some very good years in this defense. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we got Jabril Peppers. But at the end of the day, he is due for a payday. He has had some successful years. He's been pretty consistent throughout his career right now. So yeah. Come here. Chargers lot a lot of cap space with Mac. They didn't, Fred. They didn't. They didn't. Chicago is taking on $24 million of that. Gilmore will replace Casey Hayward and pick a cornerback in the first or second round. I'm not picking a cornerback in the first round. I would not do that. Is Gronk a free agent? He is a free agent, GC. He is, most definitely. Y'all people think what Mac is washed up? Yeah, like I don't know where we're getting that from, bro. I completely disagree. I completely disagree. I asked Wasted what he wait. I asked Wasted this. He said he won't trade for a 30-year-old player. Would you give up our 22 pick to the Bears for Mac? Can you imagine that? Max Crosby and Mac. I wouldn't trade my first round pick, but I definitely would have traded what the Chargers gave away for him. I would have done that. I think we pick a DT first. I think that's our best option, Shin. I think that's our best option. Oh hell no, Andy, you got an Angels fitted. Yeah, man. I don't even know this team, but I like the hat. So yeah. But yeah, the Chargers did not lose a lot of cap space, bro. That's the scary part. They gained a fucking phenomenal talent. They gained a Hall of Famer, and they only gave up a second round pick and what, $6 million? So according to Ian Rappaport, the Chargers are taking on a lot of Max Crosby. Well, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up Ian Rappaport, because what I've seen is the complete opposite. Because right here, what I'm seeing right now is the Bears took on $24 million in dead money today by trading Khalil Mack to the Chargers. So let's see. Maybe I'm incorrect by saying that they took on most of the contract. I'm just not too sure. You said that Ian Rappaport reported that? He said that Ian Rappaport reported that? Let's see. Let's check out Ian. Because what I've seen, let's see, Rappaport. Mac will be reunited. I didn't see none of that, bro. I'm not seeing none of that. I'm not seeing none of that. Oh, the Chargers are taking on all of Mac's contract. 3 years at $63.9 million. The Bears move on with the picks. I mean, if that's true, then great. Then great. You read that multiple places? Well, look, if they took on his entire deal, I would be much more happy with that. And the reason why is because I feel like that puts them somewhat behind the eight ball because they wouldn't be able to acquire JC Jackson, in my opinion, if they took on all of that, plus the extension of Mike Williams, plus guys that they're going to want to re sign from their own team, from the roster that they had this last season. So I'll be very, very surprised to see that. Okay. Damn, if you only got to pay Max $6 million, that's a huge steal. That's why I was so disappointed, Marzell, because I was honestly thinking like, if they were able to get Khalil Mack, but at the same time only pay him $6 million, and that allows them to make a bunch of moves this year, I was actually very, very worried. But if it's true what Ian Rapport is saying that they don't got to do that, then it's perfect, bro. Then it's perfect. Hold on. Had to let that dog out, man. He was annoying me. Um, yeah, Chad Muma's in the second round. I think he might fall in the second round. I think he might so. He might, because I think a lot of guys really excelled. It really boosted their stock at the combine. I think that Muma graded how we expected him to grade, but at the same time, I don't think that he graded exceptionally well to the point where he'll boost his stock. That's what I think. The Eagles can get Dean and Lloyd Davis if they want to. That's scary. I don't think Davis will be there, bro. I honestly feel like Jordan Davis will go top 12 to top 15 now. Chargers, what? Okay, there you go. EC. EC coming with some facts. Chargers are paying 17.75 this year, 23 plus and 24 plus the next 2 years. Bears are taking a $24 million cap hit for money already paid. 17.75 is max salary and roster bonus for 2022. Cap hit and salary are different. They are different. I just thought that their dead cap that they were taking on was a part of what was traded, but I'm I'm very happy that they're taking on 17, almost $18 million. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with that. It'll be very, very tough for them to make big, big boy moves going forward. And you also have to think in mind they have to put some money aside for the draft. We didn't cut Ingold, Uncle Rico. We didn't cut Ingold. He was a guy that was a UDFA, so we were able to put a restricted free agent tag on him, tender on him, which means that it would have been very, very hard for him to lead the Raiders. But we chose not to. So he is now free to speak with any team he would like to once the new league year opens up on the 14th. And I keep saying the 14th because that's when guys can actually negotiate deals. But truthfully, the 16th is when it really opens up. But at the end of the day, we'll see. How do the tenders work? So we seen some tenders. We seen a tender happen with Nicholas Morrow a couple years back, where we put a third round tender on Nicholas Morrow, meaning that any team in the NFL, if they wanted Nicholas Morrow bad enough, they could give us our third round pick. They could give us a third round pick, and we would absolutely have no negotiations. It would now be Nicholas Morrow's player for that team because they met and they met the requirements of the tender. So look, if we didn't put the tender on him, so guess what? The motherfucker's probably leaving, bro. I'm not sure what team will be in the market for a fullback, since fullback isn't like a pressing need for many teams. But at the end of the day, this is a player that I would have definitely liked the Raiders to hold on to. He's one of my favorites. I really love Ingold. But look, man, I hope he can find his way back on this roster, bro. I really do. Waller's trade value is probably a third rounder. Honestly, he's a better player than that. It's about what a team will give up. Yeah, his value also has a lot to do with his age. I mean, his age is a part of it. I believe he's going to be 29 going into 2023. So, I mean, he's going to be 30 very, very soon. I think cutting Littleton and restructure of Carr, Raiders have over $50 million in cap space. Look, I mentioned this before. We did save $11.7 million with Cory Littleton. Okay? But we do not see that money until June 2nd. He was released, but it is a designated post-June cut. Okay? So, if we would have cut him before June, we would have only saved like 1.2 or 1.7 million dollars. But because we designated him as a post-June release, we make that money, but we do not see that money until June 2nd. So once it hits June 2nd, we're going to get a re-up of $11 million in our account. But as of right now, as of March 14th, going into free agency, we do not have that money. And you can't restructure Derek Carr unless you give him an extension. You can't restructure a guy that has 1 year left on his deal unless there's a certain clause in his contract. Derek Carr does not have that clause. Okay? Shout out to my guy Anthony. He says, Andy, did you read this comment yet? Do you think the Broncos tried to pull off a Rams move but won't work because they don't have an offense like the Rams? I definitely feel like they try to pull off a Rams move. Do I think that'll work? Probably not, just because that I feel like there's more moving pieces going on in Denver than there was with LA. So yeah. Can we just negotiate? Can we just go negative knowing we have the 11 mil? I think you meant to say, can we just go negotiate? We can, but at the end of the day, it'll be a little bit different with the way that we'll have to move it. But yes, we can. And yes, shout out to EC. That's what I was going with that comment. That clause that we see that is very, very important for teams to have if you want to restructure a guy. We saw it happen just today. We just saw it happen just today with Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake had a clause where we can restructure his money with him only having 1 year on his deal. But as you saw with Kenyon Drake, we're still paying Kenyon Drake for the next 4 years, even though he won't be playing for the Raiders. So with Kenyon Drake, he's making $4.4 million in 2023. And the 3 years after that, he's making $1.1 million. Okay? Now, Yannick has something similar to Kenyon Drake. Yannick has a clause where if you want, you can restructure him, but you're just pushing back his money multiple years after that. Okay? So there is that clause in his contract. If you want to get it done, you can try and negotiate with Yannick's agent and Yannick himself, but it's not as easy. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we were able to get it done with Miller and Drake, and they were able to save us money. So shout out to those guys. After we extend Carr, how much can we save? It all depends on how much money Mark Davis is willing to give DC up front. And the reason why I say Mark Davis is because Mark Davis is the one that's going to put the cash down. So if we extend DC, essentially, we can save up to $19 million in cap space because you can create Derek Carr's cap space into a signing bonus or a roster bonus, and that then becomes something that is not on your books on against your cap. So if you want, you can extend Derek Carr, and essentially you can maximize that and save up to $19 million, almost 20, and then from there you can move on and go on with his extension. It's a little bit hard because you're asking Mark Davis to put down $19 million, but essentially if you want to maximize the situation, you could do it. You could do it. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if Graham finds a role for Quit in this defense. I wouldn't either, but I honestly feel like Quit is gone and Carl Nassib stays. I think that Carl Nassib will stay and Kwiatkowski is gone, especially due to the fact that you can only do two post-June cuts, and I think that Kwiatkowski saves us more money than if we were to designate Carl Nassib as a post June cut. So we have to keep that in mind as well. I believe there's only around $1 million in dead cap if we are to designate Nick Kwiatkowski as a post June release. So I think that Carl Nassib ends up staying on this roster. I think that fucking Kwiatkowski will be the guy that'll end up leaving. That's what I think. That's what I think. He said, damn, they got Littleton's ass out of here. Yeah, they sure did, bro. They sure did. Why can't we? Why haven't we extended Derek Carr yet? It's not that easy, my man. That means Kyle Van Noy incoming. At least I hope so. I would like Kyle Van Noy, but you guys know that, in my opinion, Uchenna Nwosu is one of my favorite guys. I feel like he should be one of our top priorities hitting this free agency period very, very soon. The good thing is Mark actually has the money to do things like that now. He is building a fortune and making money moves, and we can do the things we couldn't afford in the past. You know what, Oakland A's Casper? I agree, but at the same time, you have to put into consideration that he just put down, I believe, like $11 or $10 million today to Colton Miller. So we also have to put that into consideration, because that means that in a span of 3 or however many days or weeks, he would have had to put $30 million down in cash to just two people. On top of that, with Max Crosby and with the Max Crosby extension potentially being in the works, you can save $4 million with Max Crosby. This is why I feel like Max Crosby extension will get done before Derek Carr, and simply is because Max Crosby's cap hit this year is $4 million. So I feel like you can get that done, and I feel like it's easier to put down $4 million for a Max Crosby extension and convert that into a signing bonus than it is to convert $19 million into a signing bonus. You feel me? I understand he's a fucking millionaire, whatever, but at the end of the day, we should be good. We should be good. Uchenna 100% needs to be the top priority. I agree with you, my man. I love Uchenna Nwosu. People got to subtract 10 to 12 million from the cap for draft picks and in-season moves. For their draft picks, it's more like $6 to $8 million. In-season moves, I mean, you can kind of work around it a little bit more, personally. Reese Rock says Marcus Williams, Wagner, Xavier Howard. Okay, I mean, Xavier Howard you would have to trade for. Marcus Williams is going to demand top dollar because he's the youngest, or one of the youngest top safeties in the league. Bobby Wagner is going to want to get a decent amount of money, probably knowing that this is going to be one of his couple last years in the NFL. So we'll see. Would you be surprised if DC is traded? I would absolutely be surprised if DC is traded, man. I don't think that this team is in a position to where they need to trade Derek Carr. I don't think that this team is in a position to where if they trade Derek Carr, you are a competitive team still. You have to remember, if you trade Derek Carr, you have 0 quarterbacks on this roster. The Raiders have no quarterbacks under contract besides Derek Carr. So if you trade Derek Carr, you're fucked. Who's going to be throwing that football? Nobody. Can we restructure Carl Nassib's contract to create more money? Justin, we cannot. He is a guy that does not have that clause on his contract. This is his last year under contract. So in order for us to save money with him, it would just be cutting him or designating him as a post-June release. So yeah. And shout out to EC again, bringing the exact numbers. Yeah, so quit, exactly what I was saying, is only about $1 million in dead cap, saves us $7 million post-June. Nassib is 1.6 and $8 million post-June. So you could actually make more money with Nassib. I think that Nassib still should stay on the roster. I think Quit should bounce. But so Nassib actually makes you more money. Nassib actually makes you more money. They restructured Nassib last year. Yep, but Nassib had another year on his contract. We don't have a Super Bowl caliber roster, and we won't have a Super Bowl caliber roster if you trade Derek Carr. It doesn't work that way. If you trade Derek Carr and you gain Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard, and DeForest Buckner, you still don't have a Super Bowl roster. Even if you got all three. Even if you got all three, you still don't have a Super Bowl roster. Without your quarterback, you are not competitive. I say cut Nassib over quit. Need depth at linebacker. Can't bank on another full Perryman season. In my opinion, I would agree with that, but Kwiatkowski has been more injured than Nassib. Are you allowed to go over the cap amount knowing you have more money freeing up on June 1st? Might be a dumb question, but was wondering. You can go over the cap once the new league year hits. You can go over the cap. You can. But once it's time for the new league year in 2023, you have to find a way to get back under it. You have to find a way to get back under it. So yes, you can go over that cap knowing that you have more money June 1st. But you have to get right back under it. You have to get right back under it. Okay? You have to get right back under it, or else the NFL will penalize you. The NFL will penalize you. Or they should penalize you. They haven't really been penalizing other people. Silver Wind says, do you think Carr gets an extension before the draft? No. I don't think so. Andy, I would love to trade Derek Carr and not make the playoffs, but build a roster for the future. Does not have to be this year. And why would we? You know, I see where you're coming from, Lucky. But if you were to trade Derek Carr, your life and your future of the franchise is now depending on 80%, if not higher, for your new draft picks and rookies to work out, including the quarterback you spend in the draft. So I agree. But the reason why you're seeing teams give up 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and 3 starters to get a quarterback is because if it were that easy, Lucky, teams would already have their quarterback. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy. A first for Metcalf would be great. In my opinion, a first for Metcalf would be horrible, Sniper Jones. I think that would be absolute horrible. I think that if you're going into this year's draft, DK Metcalf would not be a top receiver go off the board. I don't think he'd be a top receiver go off the board. I think that DK Metcalf is a great player, but he is not nowhere near worth a first round pick. At all. At all. None. No way. No way. Who are the Chargers? Who are the worst fans? Broncos or Chargers? Broncos, because the Broncos actually have fans. The Chargers don't. I take any of these wide receivers in this draft. Tribune, yeah. Bro, I don't think that DK Metcalf is a top receiver in this draft class, bro. You can get a really good draft wide receiver in the draft. Top 5 receivers better than Metcalf. I agree. Let's see. I usually agree with you, but you tripping on that. Bro, DK is a 24-year-old proven talent. Look, man, Marcel, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree with that because I don't want to get into a DK Metcalf scenario where we're giving up a first-round pick for him. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to argue that because I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Hunter Renfrow had more production than DK Metcalf, right? So how much are we saying that Hunter Renfrow is going for? Is Hunter Renfrow worth a first-round pick? Hunter Renfrow had more production this year than DK Metcalf. Is Hunter Renfrow worth a first-round pick? No, he's not. So why are we saying that DK Metcalf is worth the first round pick? And I know it's not a lot of you guys in here, but I just want to put it out there like that. Who is the ideal wide receiver in free agency? The ideal wide receiver, in my opinion, is Brandon Cooks. After that, the ideal receiver is DJ Chark or Christian Kirk. I don't think that Allen Robinson is a realistic option. Okay? Metcalf had 9 games. Wait, what? Metcalf had 9 games with 60 to under 60 yards, ass as fuck. Product of Russ had 12 TDs, red zone body. Look, man. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Your words, not mine. Let me keep it like that, bro. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to just keep it there. This man said that DJ Chark is in Vegas. Hold on. Let me go look up DJ Chark. That boy not in Vegas. Oh, that boy's in Vegas. That man DJ Chark is in Vegas. DJ Chark, man. DJ Chark. Look, man, just stay out there for a couple more days. When the new league year opens, stay out there, my man. Stay out there, my man. That man is in Vegas. Shout out to my guy DJ Chark. Kirk is a slot. We don't need him. I agree. Y'all go find him and recruit the boy. Hey, man. You got to hit that follow button now? Nah, man. I don't follow until they're Raiders. You know? Let's see. If the pick isn't traded up for Davis, we move down and draft heavy D-line, grab a wide receiver in free agency. Hey, Raider Ribs. We're seeing eye to eye. My guy Farrell says, "Low, he's a Raider." Shout out to my guy Farrell, man. I saw Farrell. I believe it was on Raid's channel earlier today. So shout out to my guy Farrell, another great Raider content creator. So look, 270 you guys in here. If you guys have not subscribed to my guy Farrell NFL, look his page up. He is a good Raider content creator. So check him out, man. Check him out. Shout out to my guy Farrell. And while you're at it, if any of you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are super, super close to that 4,000 subscriber mark. So shout out to everybody in here. If you are new, hit that subscribe button for more great Raider content over here at the Raiders Football Talk channel. Look, he's meeting up with Arnett, bro. Don't say that. this man, White Tyson says tampering, Zeke cheating. I like him already. Hey, man. Hey, look. If DJ Chark in Vegas and Ziegler out here cheating, hell yeah, Ziegler. I hope you cheat some more. Oh shit, that's fucking dope. That's dope. Shout out to everybody, and he says, "Sud, my boy. There you go. He was the only one that came to Vegas." Your theories are really bad, my boy. Hey, man, shout out to my theories. Don't forget Wyatt. Hey, I wouldn't mind Wyatt at all. Raiders are going to spend big on the first day of free agency. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. We saw Ziegler in his first year as the acting GM of the New England Patriots go stupid, go crazy the first day of free agency. They went all in. Their first day of free agency. So I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised in here, or I would not be surprised if we do go all in the first day of free agency. But I would, I wouldn't be surprised by the same day. I would be interested. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Hey, man. That man says, "Low, bring that Patriot way in with the cheating." Who are you thinking the options will be at 22? I'm gonna have to revisit the draft, bro. With all these trades and shit that gone down, bro, I can't even answer that right now. Andy, we can't compete because of previous rosters and draft. We need a rebuild and suck for now. I disagree. Yo, if you got to tamper, then tamper. Just don't do it publicly. Collinsworth podcast. Facts. Facts, man. Let's see. Yo, Andy, make me a mod. Oh, shit. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta go. I gotta go on YouTube and make you a mod. I would have to go on YouTube and make you a mod. Hold on. Cause I'm StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. We on StreamYard with it. But yeah, we just made the playoffs and we're talking about a rebuild. Come on, man. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We can't be talking about a rebuild after we just made the playoffs. Ain't no rebuilding, man. We just made the playoffs. We just made the playoffs, man. Does free agency start Sunday? No, it starts the 14th is 4 days from now. The 14th is 4 days from now, so whenever the 14th is. Did Ziegler trade for Randy? Randy? What you mean Randy? What you mean Randy? There we go, Farrell. You are a mod in this chat, man. Shout out to Farrell, bro. Shout out to Farrell. Look, you are a mod. Oh, Randy Moss. Look, hold on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Look. We so scared as a nation, lol. Let this regime cook. Facts. Facts. Monday. The 14th is Monday? Hell yeah, bro. The 14th is Monday? I thought the 14th is Tuesday. We got 11, 12. Oh, shit. The 14th is Monday. Hell yeah, dog. Fuck yeah, bro. It's free agency Sunday. No, it's Monday. Shout out to my guy, Raider Alex. He knew that shit. Look. Here's what we'll do. I want everybody in here. Everybody in here, go vote. J.C. Jackson. Who are y'all taking? J.C. Jackson or A-Rob? We asking the community chat. J.C. Jackson or A-Rob, bro. It should be up there. Refresh y'all page. It should be up on the poll, man. So go ahead, do that. Yup. Ooh, I am so excited, bro. We are so freaking close to free agency. I am happy. I am excited. That's so easy, JC all day. Don't put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat. I want to see everybody in here vote. I want to see everybody in here vote. There is a poll in the chat. Spam it up. Vote for who you want. In reality, we can get them both. It depends if we play our cards right, but you're not wrong. We could get them both. We could. Free agency starts Sunday at 4. Nah, man. Trade DC and Perryman for Darius Leonard and 2 firsts. Perryman gets his guy. Look, they don't have a first round pick, bro. Everybody in here, y'all better be voting on this. I want to see y'all votes. 4-hour live? I ain't doing no 4-hour live. JC, we need to build this defense going against 3 top 10 quarterbacks. I agree. Hey, Pharaoh, bro. Don't just spam my link in the chat. Put your link, put Graph's link, Wasted, Hammer, Dirty Raider, Raid the Tape, Honcho, all them boys, bro. Everybody within the nation, Tape Don't Lie, Sanji, put them all in there. Put yours in there as well. Put everybody in there, bro. Not just mine. Put everybody, bro. JC, hands down, tampering starts Sunday. Are you going to be live when free agency starts? I'll probably. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know because I know my guy Graf got his 14-hour show on on. Yeah, I know Graf trying to do his 15-hour live or something like that day. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, but I'll for sure find a way to go live. I'm not sure though, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Stout DC, serviceable offense, and let's shock the world. I agree. Let's shock them boys. Let's shock them boys, man. Let's shock them. Gonna be Heat. Bro, I can't wait, bro. If we trade Mariota, who we sign as a backup quarterback? Justin. Justin, and to everybody in here that for some reason believes that Marcus Mariota is on this team. Marcus Mariota is a free agent. You cannot trade a free agent. We have no ties to Mariota. He is not on this team. So yeah. There's that. There's that. Monday, we can't trade Mariota. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Shout out to my guy Mike. Shout out to my guy Mike. Just had a meeting. Well, okay. Well, I'm trying to read two shits at once. But look, you guys. I'm most likely gonna be live for free agency. But look, I'm gonna be on here for more. Don't think we not live. Mariota gonna be a Steeler or a Giant? I think that Mariota could go to fucking what? Santa Clara? To the Niners? Fuck the Niners. Can't wait for Ziegler to make his first splash in free agency. I would love for Ziegler to make a splash in free agency, and I would love it to be J.C. Jackson. With that being said, I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna let that poll. I'm gonna let that poll rock out for a little bit longer. If you guys have not already voted in the chat, go vote in the poll that is in the chat. It's only been up for 4 minutes. Do you guys want the Raiders to sign J.C. Jackson or Allen Robinson? Do you want a receiver or a cornerback? Go ahead and vote in the comment section right there. What up, family? What's good, Leon Johnson? How you doing, bro? How you doing, my man? Calais Campbell is an option, GC. I really do think that Calais Campbell, the three teams that are going to probably want him, obviously Baltimore. He played with Baltimore. Obviously the Raiders, due to the fact that you got Yannick Ngakoue already recruiting. But the third team on the list is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. If Indianapolis could pair Calais Campbell, Kwity Paye, and DeForest Buckner next to each other, that would be crazy. That'd be tough. Yeah, that'd be tough. Pharaoh, put your link in this motherfucker, bro. Everybody eats, bro. Everybody, not just mine, bro. Everybody, bro. Put everybody in this motherfucker. But yeah, J.C. Jackson all day. My guy Rock says, what he got? He got free agency. We need a right tackle, cornerback, defensive tackle, wide receiver. Then we may be able to address best player available, I'm assuming, in the draft. I agree. Right tackle. Is it in that order? Are you saying it's in that order, Rock? I think that wide receiver needs to be a little bit higher. But I could agree. People assume DJ Chark is a number 2 because he was in college, but so was Hopkins and Jefferson. He's a Pro Bowler in 25. I agree. I think that DJ Chark could be better than what people expect, but at the same time, DJ Chark is coming off of another injury. DJ Chark has a lot of talent. And with him being 25, I feel like the Raiders should definitely go out and give him a shot. I feel like he deserves a shot. And personally, if he's your number 2 on a team, I feel like you have a good receiving core. Shout out to my guy Carlos, bro. Fire pick right in front of Allegiant Stadium, man. Chargers will sign J.C. Jackson. Oh, for real? Hold this block, bitch. Andy, what you think of Landon Collins? Why not? Why not? Chark was playing for some terrible teams. I bet he blossoms with a decent roster. I agree. I agree. Um, Only concern with Chark is injuries. Isn't a proven number one, but he would still be a nice addition for the price. I think what a lot of people are failing to also remember is that Chark is a guy that he would help us in the red zone. His 6'4" frame would help us in the red zone. He would allow us to have mismatches in the red zone. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? Hunter Renfro is already a mismatch in short yardage. So imagine a red zone package with 6'4" DJ Chark, 6'6" Darren Waller, Hunter Renfro, and then you have your Foster Moreau in there as a blocker, tight end, and then you have either Josh Jacobs or Kenyon Drake in the backfield. That would be a hell of a freaking nightmare for defenses. I think you guys agree with me on that, right? I think you guys agree with me on that, right? Hit him with the too short, bitch. Facts. Facts. Let's see. Damn, still mad. I may have to burn my Mac jersey. Look, bro. Fuck Mac. No, I'm playing, bro. I wish he was here, dog. Fuck. Damn, I wish Mac was here, man. Shit. Um, Man, subscribe to Pharaoh. Thank you, bro. There you go. Everybody in here, subscribe to my guy Pharaoh. Always showing love to the chat, bro. Waller gone? Hell nah, man. Nah, man. Cooks, Chark, Renfro, Waller would be the best group in the AFC West. Ooh, he chose. He said he chose up. Damn. He ain't choose up. Fuck him. That would be. I would not say that would be the best group in the AFC West. Um, I mean, I think Keenan Allen. Is Jared Cook a free agent? I think Keenan Allen, Jared Cook, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, because I consider Austin Eckler to be a pass catcher as well, would probably be on paper the best one. You got Pringle and Robinson over there with the Chiefs, but those are kind of just like role players. But yeah, who knows? Trade for Lyle Collins, Ronald. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would actually entertain that quite a bit, especially since we have 2 5th-round picks. I would send over a 5th-round pick to to um to Dallas. I would. Oh, he's a free agent? Okay. Cook is 34, 35. That didn't stop him from doing what he did to the Raiders this year. He did us dirty this year, man. He did us dirty. So yeah. Let's see. Drake London will fix our red zone. I don't know about Drake London, dog. Personally, I don't know. I'm really in the middle. I'm really in the middle with Drake London, bro. I really am. I really am in the middle with him. But shout out to y'all. We are going to end the poll. And JC Jackson clearly won the poll with 149 votes, and he won 80% of that. So shout out to JC Jackson, man. Clear as day, the fan favorite for this team to go out and target in free agency. So yeah. There you go. Let me you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. In free agency, we're gonna do a little free agency battle right here, okay? We're gonna do a little free agency battle. Would you guys rather do you guys want me to put another poll up with 2 free agents and see which one you guys want? And I'll let it go up there for 3 minutes and then we'll take it down and then we'll do another one. We'll do that. We'll do that. So go ahead and spam some names in here that you want to see on the poll, and I'll let you guys vote. Drake London will be a Raider. I would, look, see, if we drafted Drake London, I wouldn't necessarily be mad, but at the same time, I don't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would feel. All right, y'all saying yes. All right, drop some players that you guys would want um to see to see. Hey. Pickens, Cross, Christian Watson, or Burks. I wouldn't be mad if we draft any of these guys. Muma too. Pickens, Cross, Christian Watson, or Burks. I'm assuming you're talking about the first round pick. I'm assuming you're talking about the first round pick. That's a good one, Raider Alex. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with that one. Shout out to Raider Alex. Christian Kirk. DJ. Hey, and for those of you guys who do not know, we do have a DJ Chark sighting in Las Vegas. So check that one out too, man. The poll is up. You are free to vote. We're gonna let that play out in the chat. The linebacker from Atlanta. Alucon. Wagner, Campbell, J.C. Jackson in free agency. Your thoughts, Andy? Bobby Wagner, Calais Campbell, and J.C. Jackson. Look, Bobby Wagner's a Hall of Famer, so I can never deny a Hall of Famer. But he is clearly past his prime, or else they would take him. They would have kept him. Okay. Campbell, I would love. J.C. Jackson, I would love. Bobby Wagner, I would love. So on paper, Arkham, it would be great. It'd be great. But it'd be tough. Make sure he got access to an Uber. Come on, man. Chill. Damn, DJ Chark is blowing. Oh my gosh, dude. He is blowing this man, Christian Kirk, out the water, dog. Whoo. Sheesh. Okay. Let's see. Gilmore. This man said Gilmore. I'm dead. Uchenna or Bradbury? Huh. Kirk is similar to Renfro. Yeah, he is. Look, I might have to take this one down early, man. Y'all just went crazy. Shout out from Glendale, Arizona, bro. Can you give us a savvy pickup? Predict us getting in free agency now. We have extra cap space. Savvy pickup. Kyle Van Noy. It's not savvy, but I think it'll happen. It's not savvy, but I think it'll happen. I feel like it should be trade for Cooks or sign Chark. That's more even. Chark is a true number one, and Kirk is an exclusive slot. So it's weird because I see a lot of you guys talking about Chark as a number two, and then we get comments to say that he's a true number one. I don't think he's a true number one. If he was a true number one, he wouldn't be going for $9 to $12 million. Andy, do you like this coaching staff laying it down for the players? Mess up once and you're out. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they've proved that that's what they're doing. But if you guys are new, though, remember tomorrow the Raiders are allowing their new coaches. So we will see Patrick Graham go live and address the media for the first time as a Raider tomorrow. And everybody in here, if you haven't already voted, vote on the poll down below. Christian Kirk or DJ Chark, who do you guys want, man? What do you think about Marquez Valdes-Scantling? I think that it's very, very possible. Yeah, tomorrow, Tavio. Tomorrow, we will see Patrick Graham speak his first time as a Raider tomorrow. And that's a dope-ass profile pic, bro. Tim Hightower. AJ Simpson. I think you meant to say Dante Hightower, but yeah. Scantling would be a dark horse pickup in my opinion. I hate his stone hands at time, but he takes the top off. He sure does, EJ. He sure does. He sure does. Why are we not talking about Landry? He would ball with us. Probably the price tag. Probably the price tag. No, Steven, it's gonna be more than just Patrick Graham. I can't remember off the top of my head which guys are actually going to be addressing the media for sure tomorrow. But let me see if I could find it really quick. Because I did remember seeing it. I just don't know exactly where I seen it at. Was it on Raiders Reign? Shout out to my guy Raiders Reign in the chat, man. But it might be here. Was it on here? Yo, Charles Woodson says, "Yo, 50 deuce, you have that no trade clause." Wait, what? Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I did not know that Khalil Mack had the no trade clause. Yo, oh man, dude. You know what? That didn't piss me off, bro. That didn't piss me off, bro. For real, dog? For real? Nah, bro. Hey, man. Fuck that, man, bro. Fuck that, bro. That's some. That's some fucking bullshit, bro. Man, yo. Oh, Khalil. Fuck that guy, bro. I didn't know he had a freaking no trade clause, bro. Yo, that hurt, bro. You know why, bro? You know why that shit hurt, dog? Because he knew what he was fucking doing, bro. Fuck him. I'm back, y'all. Don't think I left. Don't think I left. Don't think I left. Don't think I left. I'm back. It wasn't really a choice. They made it clear they didn't want him. Only team that could afford him and make a playoff push. I understand, Ruben. I understand. I understand, bro. But fuck him. I understand. But fuck that dude. Fuck that dude, man. He said he was so mad he disappeared. Listen, bro, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Fuck him. Look, DJ Chark clearly won that poll. I want to put one up that's a little bit more even. And you still have a magnet. Damn, bro. That one I ain't gonna lie. Like the reason why it sucks is because I feel like that's more personal that way, bro. Like you have a no trade clause, bro. I feel like that's more personal, bro. That's more personal, dog. That's more personal, bro. I don't give a fuck. I know that motherfucker had no trade clause, bro. That's personal, bro. Fuck that dude. That's personal, bro. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Back to what we were doing. Do first round draft picks? Nah, man. LA real live. Shout out to my guy Everett. Yeah, it sucks. He played for us. Great player. Yeah, it does. It does suck, especially because he played for us. I really want Dante Jackson. I like Dante Jackson. He's a guy that I feel like you know, he's a guy that fits this system a lot like Carlton Davis, in my opinion. And you know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go back to the DB. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go Quandre Diggs. We're gonna go Quandre Diggs. We're gonna go Quandre Diggs. Marcus May. This is a good one. This is a good one right here. This is a good one. Everybody in here, strong safety option, Quandre Diggs or Marcus May. Who would you guys be down for? I think they'll both get around similar price because they're both similar in age, decent, pretty similar in play style, honestly. But I think that that's a very, very good and well balanced one. Quandre Diggs probably coming off one of his better seasons, and Marcus May. I mean, he's proven what he can do, but it's kind of hard to judge Marcus May being over there with fucking the Jets. Man, these dogs, bro. These dogs are bipolar, dog. They don't know if they want to be outside or inside. Who's older? Quandre Diggs is older by 1 year. Quandre Diggs is older by 1 year. Marcus May is 28. Quandre Diggs is 29. So, yeah. Who do I want more is a real question. I like Marcus May's skill set more, personally. I like Marcus May's skill set a little bit more. I feel like Marcus May is better in man coverage. I think that Diggs could be a little bit better as a run defender, but I I like them both. This was pretty damn close, man. This one is pretty damn close. I'm glad to see that we actually got a close one. I'm glad to see that we actually got a close one. Give me Diggs. Ooh, this is a close one. Look, man, while you guys are voting in the chat, while you guys are down there, hit that subscribe button on my page, man. We are super, super, super close to 4,000 subscribers, man. Super close to 4,000 subscribers. I believe we're less than 65 away. So hook your boy up with a sub, bro. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Um, May is coming off a serious injury. Yeah, I believe was it Achilles? Achilles, right? I think May is coming off an Achilles injury. Um, Rupture. So he didn't tear it. Quandre Diggs. Let's see who's winning. Quandre Diggs is winning by 5%. So yeah. I'm happy with either. Lowell, you went Marcus May. Okay. He went Marcus May. Let's see. What up? What's good with you, Cesar? What's up? What's good with you, my boy? We just out here chilling, talking Raider football. We just out here chilling, talking Raider football. You feel me? What we do best. What we do best. Maybe going to pop it again in AFC, so I'm good. Look, Diggs coming off a torn ACL. Did Diggs tear his ACL? Wait, what? Are they both coming off an injury? I didn't know that Diggs tore his ACL. Wow. Achilles. So are they? They might be both coming off the same injury. My boy, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Podcast says, why are we not talking about Coop? Cause fuck Cooper. The fuck? What kind of question is that? Yo, I'm going Marcus May all day. I said it already, bro. I like Marcus May's skill set a little bit better. I feel like he's better in man coverage. Marcus May, in my opinion, is overall just a better option. A little bit younger as well. a little bit younger as well. Shout out to my guy Ruben Rust again, always showing love to the channel. He says, "Need the honey badger. Would make the Chiefs feel our pain we feel with Mack. Would be a captain in the secondary and would be set the tone with Merrick." Personally, Ruben Rust, there is no pain that you can put any franchise through than what we're feeling with Khalil Mack when he left and what he just did today. What he just did today was personal. It was personal, bro. There's no way that you can match that. No way. No way that you can match that. Because we traded him when he was in his prime, and then the man accepted the trade after he has a no trade clause on his contract. Can't do it. DJ Chark is in Vegas right now, meeting with the Raiders tomorrow. Hey, I don't think he's meeting with the Raiders tomorrow, but look, with him being in Vegas, I also would not be surprised if he extends his stay in Vegas to make it 5 days so that he can, once free agents hits, he can be in Vegas. So actually, let's talk about that, you guys. With it being less than 4 days before the free agent period opens up for tampering, do we have to look into this DJ Chark situation a little bit more? Because, the whole thing with Devontae Adams blew up out of proportion because he bought a home in Vegas. With DJ Chark physically being in Las Vegas, should we look into this a little bit more? The fact that he is in Las Vegas with less than 4 days to go, do we think that the Raiders could possibly be one of the first teams to negotiate with wide receiver DJ Chark? On top of that, there is no tax in our city. Remember that, you guys. Remember that. Keep them away from Dre's. Facts. Fuck Dre's Hotel. On me. My guy Farrell says Las Vegas is a great destination for players now. Yep, I agree. No state tax. You would want to go there. You would want to go there. All right, let's see. Looks like Quandre Diggs is winning in a tight race. I'm going to let it go for one more minute. Everybody who's in here, go ahead and vote on the poll in the comment section down below. Quandre Diggs or Marcus May, which one would you rather see the Raiders go out and target in free agency? It is opening up in less than 4 days. Go ahead, vote on that poll. You got another minute or so. Who will win this tight race between Marcus May and Quandre Diggs? Me, I voted for Marcus May. That's my guy. That is my guy. Facilities, coaching staff, etc. Very, very true. Very, very true. We're doing some heavy tampering here if he's there for business. Listen, Anthony. Lock it up, throw it away. You didn't see nothing, you didn't hear nothing. You didn't see nothing, you didn't hear nothing. Throw that shit away. Throw that shit away. You didn't see nothing, you didn't hear nothing. Simple as that. Simple as that. There we go. Just about all the. I want to get to 100 votes. So if you guys have not voted, hit either Marcus May or Quandre Diggs in the comment section down below right now. Because then I got one more I want to do before we head off air, and I see it constantly being put in the chat. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Rickatang. It's just a little vacation. It's just a little vacation. That's all it is. It's just a little vacation that will slide into the new league year. That'll then lead to a Raiders visit. That'll then lead to a fucking contract. That's all it is. That's all it is. All right. That's all we got. That's all we got. And with that being said, Quandre Diggs wins with 54% of the votes. We had over 100 votes on that one. So look, there you go. Quandre Diggs wins that battle between Marcus May and Quandre Diggs. So it looks like the nation is pretty split on that one with a 54% percentage on that one. Me personally, I would be happy with either one. If I had the choice, I would have gone Marcus May. But hey, man, this is y'all thing, not mine. And the last one before we head off air, we got La'el Collins, or I think this one should be. I think this one should be very, very close as well. I like them both. I think I know who's gonna win, but go ahead, do it in the chat. This man right here, Greg Underwood, knew it before I put it up, and he said Collins versus Moses. So guess what, Greg? Since you knew before it even went up, I want you to be the first one to vote. Go ahead and put in the chat who you want. Me personally, give me La'el Collins. Give me La'el Collins. I voted for La'el Collins. So let me know in the comment section down below, man. Our big bro Hammer's house is going live at 9:30. Yes. So look, we're gonna go off air in a little bit. I believe he is going on at 9:30. Let me just solidify that with you guys so that I don't have you guys waiting. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see. Who is younger out of these two? I think La'el Collins is younger. Yo, you going live at 9:30, bro? You going live in half an hour? I think you should, bro. I'm about to send everybody your way when I'm done. All right. So you thinking about it, or you might do it? All right, I got you, bro. All right. Yep. All right, man. We solidified it. Look, in half an hour, my brother Hammer's house. Farrell, put Hammer's house link in the chat for everybody in here. I want you guys to swarm Hammer's house. I want you guys to swarm Hammer's house live over there. Show him major love and support. He's gonna go live in half an hour. Pull up on my guy. And let him feel that Red Nation love, man. Let's see. Collins is no free agency. Is no free agent. Trade is needed, but I'm with the Adams. But I'm the Adams man. So, look, man. Yeah, Collins is not a free agent. He's not. Yeah, he's not. Still not finding his no trade clause. This no trade clause, bro. Khalil Mack had a no trade clause, bro. That's tough. That's tough. 12:30 East Coast. Facts. That man said DJ Khaled in the house. So did we win the Mac trade? No. Nah, man, that shit's sad, though. That shit's sad, man. I don't want to think about that bullshit, man. I don't want to think about that shit, man. I don't any of this information crap. I'm already subscribed to Hammer's House. There you go, Anthony. That boy already subscribed. That's how it needs to be. No one won the Mac trade. Yeah, we both lost. I guess. What's good, Andy? My boy, what's good, Ryan? What's up with you, my man? What's up with you, my man? I want to see what's cracking. Ooh, La'el Collins, 60%. All right, you guys. We want over 100 votes before we finalize this one. La'el Collins or Morgan Moses, put your vote down in the chat. Understand this, you would have to trade for La'el Collins. I don't think it would take much, but La'el Collins or Morgan Moses, put your vote in the chat, man. Definitely want to see where we get with that before we head off air. You need any more mods, Andy? You know what, EJ? Where you at? I do. Now refresh your page and let me know if your thing says if it's blue. Shout out to my guy EJ, bro. He been supporting this channel like crazy for a while, bro. For a freaking while. Let's see. Let's see. Here at work, catching it live. I'm happy that you're able to catch it live at work. Um, a little bit less time. You feel me? You feel me? A little bit less time. I hope this can go by a little bit quicker for you, man. EJ Redder's a real one. OG faces. Oh, say less, Andy. Hey, man, you look, man. I don't know about adding 3 mods in one day. You feel me? But I might do it. Hey, I might do it. I might do it. I don't know. I don't know. My guy OG Fade been doing this for a long time. You know, my boy OG Fade. Hey, OG Fade. Refresh that page, brother. Refresh that page. That's the last one. That's the last one of the night. That's the last one of the night, man. It's the last one of the night. Let's not worry about the past. The future is funner to think about. I agree. I agree. You heading over there to Hammer's house, bro? I'm going to knock the freak out when I get off this, bro. I gotta. They got me wanting to run the store tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. But bro, let's see. I want to see where the Loud Collins thing is at. I want to see where the Loud Collins thing is at. Loud Collins has officially won at 59% in the chat. So that's it. We ended off on two very, very close ones. We ended off on two very, very close ones. I picked Morgan Moses because you're saying we might have to trade for Collins. Yes, we would probably have to trade for him, but it wouldn't be much. It really wouldn't be much. But look at this. Check it out, you guys. Right now, we still have over 200 of you guys. Please, in the chat, hit that like and subscribe button on the channel. We are extremely close to 4,000 subscribers. It's a milestone that I'm definitely striving for, definitely want to reach. So look, man, hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor. If you like Reddit content, man, I'm bringing this every single day. Every single day, man. And when there's breaking news, you're going to catch me make a video in the car at work. So that's how we're doing it. We're heading up. We already passed 2 hours tonight. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat, man. Every single one of you guys in the chat. But if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys very, very much. But like I said earlier, Hammer's House on YouTube is going live in now less than half an hour. Head over to his channel. Swarm his comments. And just and it better all be it better be filled with a bunch of these right here. F52. F52, man. It better be all of that right there. So just realize the one subscribe to you, fix it. Appreciate you, my man. I really, really do. Like I said, 4,000 subscribers is a goal that I want to hit before free agency, hopefully, but I'm not going to push it. But look, man, I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a blessed night. Stay safe if you are on the road. And I know a couple of you guys are at work. Shout out to my guy Ryan. I hope your work goes great for the rest of the night. But without further ado, you guys, I am out tonight. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Head over to Hammer's House. We should see 200 of y'all in Hammer's House channel right in 30 minutes, 28 minutes. See y'all over there. I'm going to for sure be in the chat. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'm out, y'all.